Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ale Pokemon channel. Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to share a quick little message. As you're probably aware if you've been watching the channel for a while, and a big thank you to everyone who has been watching and supporting me so far, I usually upload my videos on Saturday mornings, and obviously today is not a Saturday morning, so you might be wondering what's going on. Basically, today's video, which is going to be looking at opening some packs of Surging Sparks, was actually recorded quite a while ago. Quite often with my videos, I'll record videos and then they'll be scheduled, so they actually go live a while after I've opened them. Now, that's usually not too much of an issue, but if you've been hanging around as of late, you've hopefully noticed that there's been an uptick in terms of the quality. So I've obviously got a nice background set now that I use to try and make things look a bit nicer. I'm doing more effort with the editing, with overlays and that kind of thing. And basically this video was recorded like 3 or 4 months ago, so it was actually quite old, and it's not a bad video or anything like that. I just don't think it quite matches up with the stuff I've been posting lately, and so because of that I decided, right, well, rather than, you know, either pushing it back indefinitely or never posting it, I'll just post it as sort of a little bonus video. So yeah, consider today a bonus video. We will still be having a video on Saturday where I'm going to be opening the Pokemon Day 2026 box and some other bits and pieces. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up before we get into it that it might not be quite up to the standard you've seen as of late, but hopefully you do still enjoy it. But enough of me chatting on, let's get into the video. I hope you enjoy it. Peace. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on the Ale Pokemon channel. Today we're going to be doing something hopefully special and fun. We're going to be cracking into some packs of Surging Sparks, 7 packs of them specifically. If you watched my previous video where we opened the Venusaur EX and Blastoise EX box, that's where the majority of the packs from this opening came from, and I had a couple of spare lying around. Surging Sparks is probably one of, I think, the cooler sets in Scarlet and Violet. I've opened a reasonable amount, not too much, but a pretty decent amount of it, and it has some really cool hits in it and some really nice cards, so I thought it would make a perfect standalone video to go after some of those big hits. Speaking of which, I've got a couple of the biggest hits we've got from this set so far in the background. On the left here, you can see the Pikachu EX Ultra Rare. Any of the Pikachus in this set are worth hitting, whether it be the regular EX all the way up to the Hyper Rare. They're all some of the most sought after cards in the set, and we were also lucky enough to hit the Latios Illustration Rare, which I think is probably the most valuable illustration rare in the set as well. Today we're going to be looking, like, say, 4 Pikachus, but there's also a bunch of secret illustration rares. There's specifically the Latias one, of course Pikachu one, there's a few others, and in this set as well there is a Alolan Exeggutor, which, if you don't know, is one of my favourite Pokemon. So that's another reason I like this set, 'cause I think it's, as far as I know, it's the only one that I've been opening in Scarlet and Violet that has a Alolan Exeggutor in it. I could be wrong, don't fact check me on that too hard, but at least I know there's nice shiny Alolan Exeggutors in this set. So yeah, without any further ado, let's crack on. Like I say, we've got 7 packs, so we've got a decent chance here to get something nice. I'd hope to, you know, at least get 1 or 2 nice hits out of this video. It's been a little while since I've opened Surging Sparks, actually. I can't remember the last time I opened it. I feel like it's definitely been a while since we've opened it on the channel, but again, I think it is one of the sets that is relatively a bit harder to get hold of. Or at least probably a bit more expensive, just because, like, say, of the cards that are inside it. So we'll take off the code card. For the energy, in honour of Pikachu, I'm going to have to pick a Lightning Energy, of course. And it is a Lightning Energy, okay. That's a good start. Hopefully that's a good sign that we're going to be having some luck here, because I would like some big tasty hits, please. On the front, we have a Zelf, one of the little... I'm not even sure, like, this is, like, the era that I'm not as familiar with, but this is, like, I think Uxie in that. I think there's 3 of them. And that's one of the 3, but, like I said, I'm not super familiar with them. We have Vigoroth, which is the middle evolution that becomes Slacking, if I remember correctly. Centiskorch, the big, scary, flame centipede, millipede thing. Oh, the Spheal. We have the illustration rare of this, which is a really nice card, and this artwork is very nice as well. Very cute little round seal boy. A Dragon Elixir, a Goldengo, Magnezone, a Paldeon Taurus Reverse, a Centiskorch Reverse, we've seen 2 in this pack, and on the end, just a Cofagrigus Holographic, so nothing out of the first pack. Some nice cards in there, though, that I like seeing. On to the second pack. I think this is Archuladon. There's a couple like weird big building Pokemon as well. I think it's Archulodon and Duraludon, but I couldn't tell you which one's which. Honestly, don't have a clue. But let's crack into pack number 2. Removing the code card. For the energy, I'm going to guess a fire energy this time. No, it's a lightning energy again. Are the packs giving us signals? I hope so. Could there be a little sparky electric rat boy in here? A cute little Fuecoco sitting by the water by the looks of it. Glimmora swimming under the water. A Snorlax, that's a cool art. So he's like throwing his own back and doing a big old shout. That's not a sleepy Snorlax at all, it's a very angry Snorlax. Got a Primeape, looking all intimidating, standing in the canopy. A Cyrano, what a suave looking man. A Grafaiai. A Paldean Tauros. A Terapagos reverse, that's a nice reverse to get. A Charcadet reverse, and on the end, just a Gouging Fire holographic. So I feel like we've got a couple of nice reverses, but that's about it so far. Moving on to the packs with my boy on the Alolan Exeggutor. I'd really love to get one of them, boys, please. I think I've already got 2. I think I've got the regular EX and I've got the ultra rare, I think. And I believe there's a hyper rare and an SIR. I believe I'm correct in saying. So let's take off the code card. Let's just go electric again, 3 times in a row. Nope, ground/fighting. Unfortunately. So let's crack into the pack. We have a Clobopus, the little boxing octopus. He's a cute little fella. He'll give you a big old bop on the nose, but he look cute. A Heliolisk. Satoddle, a little derpy looking fella. A Glimmet. A Vivillon. Or the villain, I guess. There's no I towards the end. With Evo Powder and Cutting Wind. It probably will annoy people who are newer to Pokemon than me, but I'm just looking at this, I'm like, it's such a shit Butterfree in it. Isn't that what it is? An Indeedee. A Terra Orb. A Helioptile reverse. That's a cute artwork. I like that art style. A Dino reverse. And on the end, just an Eternatus holographic. So nothing so far. On to our 4th pack and the second one with the Alolan Exeggutor artwork. I'm hoping that it's saving our big hits for the end to make it more dramatic, like our last video. If you didn't see that, you definitely need to check out the last set battle video, episode 8, I believe. That was crazy. It's definitely worth a watch if you haven't checked it out already. And of course, do consider liking and subscribing as well if you're new around these parts. I appreciate it. Let's take off the code card. Ooh, careful. For the energy, I am feeling a water energy. No, it's a darkness energy. So here we go. Pack number 4, the halfway point. We have a Stunfisk, a Shellos. That's cool. I like that they have both the different types of Shellos on this. Just makes it a bit nicer, and the contrasting colours are cool. A Dedenne, another little electric rat. Not the one we're looking for, but one of them. A Mankey, again, hanging out in the trees, looking a little bit scary. A Koraidon, another Dragon Elixir, a Goldengo, a Quaxley reverse, a Dino reverse again, and on the end, a Clemont's Quick Wit ultra rare. So there we go, that's our first hit. That's a nice card. It's pretty clean. What does this do? Healed 60 damage from each of your electric Pokemon. So that seems like that would be a pretty useful card to use, especially if you're running a, mainly electric deck. Is this the right way up? I feel like, I don't know what it is with these specific sleeves, but I just find it harder getting into them for some reason. It's the wrong way up as well, it doesn't help. Look at me being all smooth. There we go. Right, get it in there. But that's a nice card. Some nice colours on there. It's one we don't have, so one you want to add to the collection. We'll pop that in the background. Lovely stuff. So 1 hit already, a secret rare. But we've still got 3 packs left, and now moving on to the Latias and Latios artwork. As you can see, we've obviously got the Latios in the background. I've got the Latias SIR. That would be pretty cool. I'd be a fan of that. Oh, not the cleanest opening. We've managed to peel off a little layer of the pack somehow. There we go. Just about managed to get the cards out. So 1 hit. Could we be lucky and get another one? For the energy this time, I'm feeling a psychic energy. I know it's a water energy, like I guessed last time. So here we go, pack number 5. Pansear. Looks like he's almost doing some yoga or something, out looking over the mountains. It's got a nice view there. An Oranguru. A Vulpix, that's a cute artwork. Swablu, a Quaquaval, a Grafaiai, a Serrano again, what a suave man he is, a Paldeon Tauros reverse, another Dino reverse, that's 3 we've had, and on the end, a Gouging Fire holographic that's pretty off-centre, not crazy, but fairly off-centre. Wow, 3 Dino reverse holos, what are the odds? So we're coming down to the last couple of packs now. We've got the Latios and Latios artwork again. 1 secret rare. I'd love something else. That would be really good. I think like 2 hits out of this number of packs is a pretty good return. Code card for the energy. I'm going to go with a Steel Energy. Oh, and we're right. Okay. It's a good sign. Could be another hit in here. So at the start of the pack, we have a Simisear, an Esper, the cute little kitty cat Pokemon, Shellos, a Slakoth hanging from the tree, a Lysia's Appeal, a Paldeon Tauros, again, we've seen that by a few times, Technical Machine Fluorite, an Esper Reverse, a Drillbur Reverse, and on the end, a Scovillain EX. Not bad. I believe this is a double, but it is another hit. And you know, around these parts, we're never going to be mad about hits, because they're always good for trading. Potentially looking to pick up some singles and stuff, so that's nice. It's cool artwork. The fire version, so I think usually you can get this in fire or grass energy. So let's pop up the back. So like I said, 2 hits would have been a pretty good return. So we've already got those, but now we're coming down to the last pack. Deliberately left it till last with the Pikachu on the front. Could it be a sign? Could it contain the Pikachu within? There's only one way to find out. We're going to have to crack into it and have a look. We've done pretty well today. A secret rare and an EX is not to be sniffed at by any stretch. But could we get another one just to put the cherry on the cake, so to speak? So let's take off the code card for the energy. I'm going to go lightning energy, you know. No, it's another water energy. So into the final pack, we have a Zebstrika running real fast. Oh, a Marill relaxing in the field with the flowers, looking very cute. That's a very cute little card. A Relor looks like it's looking at his own nuts. I mean, he's not. I think he's going to be looking at some dung, but it's kind of what it looks like. A Graplocked. A Latios. We've got the big boy version in the background. Koraidon. A Ninetales. Meowstic reverse. A Graplocked reverse. And on the end, just a Dialga holographic. So 7 packs of Surging Sparks opened. We've had a pretty decent return, I would say. We got Clemont's Quick Wit, the Ultra Rare, the Full Art Trainer, if you want to call it that, and then the Scovillain EX. So we've done pretty well today. None of the massive hits in the set, but some more cards to add to our collection. I'm sure when I go through the reverses and the other cards, there'll be some cards we need as well, because, you know, I'm collecting quite a lot of different sets, but eventually I would like to master set, or, well, I guess it depends on your master set. At some point, I would like to have all the reverses, you know, at least the base set. So for this one, the 191. And then maybe for some of them, I'll start looking for master sets again. The issue is with this set, you know, I think like the Pikachu SAR is like $300, I think. So, you know, buying that might be a bit of a challenge. But yeah, I want to get as many of the cards as I can. Like I say, I've done pretty well today. A nice Ultra Rare, an EX. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Do consider liking and subscribing if you have. Come back again. If you're ripping cards in the near future, I hope you have some good luck too. Take care of yourselves and peace.